Welcome back to this already the final segment of The Price of Business for us today. Delighted to be able to spend some time with my good friend Charles Alvarez, marketing and sales consultant extraordinaire, regular contributor on The Price of Business and part of the brain trust of this program. He does a phenomenal job at helping my people grow our business, and it's extraordinary. I've never seen anything like him. And so we're delighted also for when he can bring great guests to the program as well. Tell us a little bit more, Charles, about Cornerstone, and then introduce your guest today.
Well, at Cornerstone, we deliver wealth and freedom to business owners by bringing them more leads and freeing up their time so they can do what they love to do. And speaking of somebody who loves what they do, is the president of Pacific Consulting Group, Jing Johnson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you.
Glad to have you on. Yeah, we're glad to have you. Pacific Coast Consulting Group. You're an architectural firm.
No, we are architectural graphic firm.
Ah, you support the architect through graphics.
Exactly,
there
and the developers.
Yeah. See, my show is slowly evolving into a really bad game show. But anyway, we're getting there, folks. But our producer, Sigmund, can do all kinds of voices, so he could be, the announcer easily for a really bad game show. Anyway, so tell us the history about it, Jing.
Well, I started my business about 8 years ago. And my background is architecture. I work for a couple of architecture firms locally and in China as well. And I started this business just because we really are lacking some high-quality architecture 3D rendering animation suppliers locally. And I like to present that opportunity to the local architecture firms and the developers.
Awesome. Charles?
So, Jing, tell us, so if I come across an architect that says, I do my own renderings, why do I need Pacific Consulting Group? What would be your answer to them?
Well, actually, a lot of firms do that in-house. However, architects, they are trained to be architects. They are trained to do design, focus on the design. Rendering is a totally different skill. I understand some, especially young architects, have that ability to produce 3D renderings. However, their focus should be architecture design, and their experience in the rendering side is not as extensive as our team.
And so what happens when they don't have that level of experience? What could potentially happen to the types of projects they get, or if they get the project at all?
Well, that will pose a problem. One is when they submit their design to their clients, that if they don't have high quality renderings, they might have a opportunity that they might have a facing that the client won't approve the design, and to sell the design much quicker and better is to have the high resolution renderings to showcase their design.
Very interesting. By the way, it looks from your resume you're very ADD as well. Yeah. How many master's degrees? I mean, that's crazy.
3
master's degrees. She's very ADD and obviously has way too much time in her hands. So that's impressive, though. Very interesting. And you're from China originally?
Yes.
Talk about how you meandered your way to this country.
Well, I came here in 93. I got my first master's degree in architecture in China. And I worked there for a couple of years before I come over here, got my second master's degree in architecture. And then after work in architecture firms for a few years, I decided to start my business. And that's when I feel I need some knowledge in the business side. So that's why when I went back to Rice to get my MBA.
Oh, Rice. You couldn't even get into a good school either. That's too bad. Well, no, that's fantastic. Congratulations. That's an awesome story. Go ahead, Charles.
So let me ask you this. So if I'm an architect and I'm too busy and I don't want to work on these renderings, but I still want to get the project, how quickly can you turn around a project? In other words, if I submit to you, on a paper napkin, by the way, do you take paper napkins?
No, we don't. We need more than that.
Yeah. But if I, give you the minimum that you needed,
yes.
How soon can you get that rendering turned around?
I would say average is 1 week.
Okay.
And but we turn around project as fast as 1 day before.
Wow.
Some incredible deadlines. The thing I'm most proud of my company is that we have done close to 1,000 projects, but we never miss a deadline. We always meet our clients' deadlines.
Not many companies can say that.
No, not many. That's pretty impressive, actually. Yeah. How large is your firm?
We have about 3 teams in China to produce all those work. And then we have several consultants and project managers in Houston. Very
cool. Go ahead there, over there, Charles.
So how much, one of it takes time to create these renderings. So, I know a lot of architects in Houston right now are very busy. I mean, there's a lot of demand on their time.
Sure.
How much time could you, if a company is doing the renderings themselves, about how much time will you be saving an architect if they outsource the rendering design to you that actually has the experience to make it look fantastic versus just kind of do it their own, which they really don't want to do anyway?
Yes. Well, we actually have a client did analysis of the comparison as far as the budgeting and the time. They find out it's just much more cost effective and faster to outsourcing everything to us, or the renderings to us instead of doing in-house. It's just much quicker turnaround for them and save their bottom line as well.
Yeah, and it also sounds like the renderings are better too.
Yes, I would say so.
It sounds like it. Very, very impressive. By the way, I do want to give the website pcg-us.com, pcg-us.com. Charles?
So if I'm an architect and if I want to take the next step with you as far as contacting you, kind of tell me a little bit about what's the process from, here's what you would need from me to the point to where you manage the project to the point that it actually is delivered to me. Tell me a little bit about that process.
Yes. I usually get an email or phone call from a client for a project, produce renderings or animations for a project. Basically, they just send us information through email or Dropbox or electronically, and we start making the model, 3D model. And then from there, we communicate with our clients just back and forth on reviewing the progress images and send us comments, and we pick up those comments and just pretty quick turnaround. And then we go to high resolution phase to add all the entourage items to make the renderings alive.
Very interesting. By the way, your first master's degree makes me hungry. Hunan University. It's like, wow. I know what I'm having for lunch. So where is that? Where exactly is that?
It's in the central part of China. Hunan. It's actually the
Is that a city?
Hometown of
Hunan? Is that a city?
Hunan is a province.
A province. Got it.
Changsha is the city.
Got it. All right, but your master's, you got your bases covered with U of H and Rice, your other 2 master's degrees.
Right.
Very cool. Charles, there's about a minute left.
So give us an example of a project that you recently worked on, or maybe not recently, but that to where the client had an issue and you're able to help that client out and kind of what the end result was for that client.
Okay. We recently have a developer client in San Antonio. They had a problem to get the city permit on their project, a large multi-family project. And after we produced several renderings, they were able to get the city approved right away.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive. Great segment. Actually, the whole segment was impressive. Charles Alvarez, you can learn more about him at cornerstonebusinessacademy.com. That's cornerstonebusinessacademy.com. Jing Johnson, she's with Pacific Consulting Group, and that's at pcg-us.com. And the phone number, 281-799-4800. All right. Thanks so much to both of you.
Thank you very much for having us.
Lots of fun on today's program. Makes me look forward to tomorrow. Make sure between now and then you check us out at usdailyreview.com while they're like it on Facebook. Follow on Twitter. Have a great day and spend it right here.